If you're watching this as a cyclist who has to travel a lot for work or business, and you're finding that the travel on a consistent basis is really causing a plateau with your power and fitness due to just the disruption that causes, certainly on the nutrition and training side of things, then today I want to give you 2 tweaks, tips that you can start implementing straight away, which will really help you just control, certainly around the nutrition side of things and the weight, body composition side of things, that really help you with this. These 2 tips I'm going to share with you today, I've implemented now with over 500 business owners, senior professionals who do travel a lot, and we've seen some really positive results with this. Certainly our clients who have then lost 10 to 15 kilos while improving their FTP by 25 to 50 watts at the same time, with some of these specific strategies that I'm going to share with you today. So let's get straight into it. The first one is really actually just looking around the nutrition. So as you probably know, as you're watching this, if you are somebody who has to fly, quite on a regular basis, you're going through airports consistently, or you have to drive up and down the country on a weekly basis, and your only real access to food and hydration that you have is generally using, petrol stations or coffee shops and things, then this can really present a challenge with knowing what to actually eat or to focus on when you're going through an airport or only have access to some of those places that I've mentioned. And the first tip that you can really try and focus on here is trying to increase your protein intake on those days. And really looking at if you can get yourself as close to 1.5 grams of protein per kilo of your body weight, really just trying to push up that protein intake. One, this is actually just going to give you a macronutrient or food sources that you can actually focus on, rather than going through an airport or pulling up at a petrol station and not knowing what is actually going to, from what is available to you, best for you on a particular day. Certainly if you're currently trying to improve your riding, lose any weight, really aid your recovery and keep your energy levels up as well, right? Because traveling, it can also be it can fatigue you quite a lot. It can be quite tiring on those long travel days. So just by actually increasing that protein intake on the travel days, trying to get it up to that 1.5 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, what this is going to do is it's just going to suppress any of those cravings or that real feeling of hunger and appetite that you may have on a travel day that we get as well, because it can be quite tiring. So looking at things like, the great thing with a lot of the places as well now, petrol stations, airports and things, they do have coffee shops or supermarkets where you can get access to actually good sources of protein. Some of them even have, dairy products in there. They have, meats, fish. If you can't eat some of those things, vegan protein, high salt protein source options in there as well, which you can actually get to really start working your way towards achieving that daily total amount. A lot of things are there. They even have now protein for snacks and things as well. Protein shakes that you can grab on the go, protein bars, protein sources there as well. What this is going to allow you to do is protein has actually been shown to really suppress hunger, make you feel fuller for longer. If you are currently undergoing a training program, or you've started to increase your riding now because you're wanting to improve your fitness on the bike whilst losing weight, and the great thing with that protein as well, what it's going to do is it's going to actually really support that recovery as well. So not only are you actually improving the quality of the calories that you have available on that day if you are trying to lose weight, you're also really complementing the training that you're doing, and you've actually then got focus, right, if I'm going through the airport, there is a bit of a supermarket in there, I'm going to go in. Just if you are somebody who can eat meat, you might go for a more, high protein meat salad option. They have some really great ready-made salads and things you can get in there. Great. You might even then complement that with a bit of some of them have the protein yogurts in there, a small Greek yogurt with some fruit or something. What you've actually done there is you've removed potentially where you may have normally gone in there and just gone for something that's very, very high in carbohydrate and very low in protein, and it's just calories that aren't really, they're going to give you potentially a sugar spike, or they're not really going to complement what you're doing. And then, within an hour or an hour and a half later, you're going to be hungry again. If you've gone in there and you know that you're going in with a protein focus on what you're going to eat, then that's actually going to really allow you to feel fuller for longer. You probably find you won't need to eat again for another 3 to 4 hours. You're going to be more in control of your appetite on that travel day. And that is 100% really going to help as well. If you want any help with this, by the way, you may have seen just below the video, there is a link there. You can click on that. If you are somebody who has to travel a lot, you want some more bespoke tailored advice on this to really deal with your schedule and travel and training and nutrition, fueling around your lifestyle, feel free to hit that link below. You can book in a consultation and we can have a call together. Secondly, then the second tip is really looking at hydration. This is what I see a lot of the business owners, busy professionals, entrepreneurs, just who travel a lot basically on a regular basis. When we actually look at talking about their hydration and how much they're trying to drink and just stay hydrated on a travel day, we often see that they are really dehydrated. And again, that dehydration, that can make you feel hungry. It can make you crave poorer quality foods, poorer quality calories, And just through not actually drinking enough, this can really then have a negative effect on, one, your energy levels, just generally when you're on a travel day. Certainly if you're flying in and out, you're flying somewhere, you've got a day that's jam-packed with meetings, and then you've got to fly back home the following day, or even the same day. This is going to be a really tiring day. And if you're dehydrated, then that can actually affect your cognitive performance, obviously, when you're in those meetings and things as well. So along with that protein intake, really just trying to stay as well hydrated as you possibly can is really crucial. Now, for females, I'd say 100% you want to be trying to consume at least 2 litres of fluid, absolute minimum. And for males, 3 litres of fluid on a day when you are traveling, just to really ensure that you are staying hydrated. That's going to allow you to curb any hunger with it well, improve cognitive function. If you then complement that with the protein, that is 100% going to help you stay more in control of generally your nutrition and your fueling on a travel day. What you can do with this, really quite easy, is just if you've got a work bag that you're taking with you on the flight, or when you're in your car, it's really just take a 2 litre, 1.5, 2 litre bottle of water, put that in there, take it with you, keep sipping on it. Set maybe even some reminders on your phone or your smartwatch or where that is, just consistently trying to keep drinking through the day. And that is really going to help you improve the hydration. You can even, one thing that we found has really helped as well, add a bit of electrolytes in there as well, just some electrolytes, keeping those going. Again, when you're on a travel day, certainly if you've been flying, you've been at altitude, electrolyte imbalance might, you might find you're going into a bit of negative electrolyte balance, you're dehydrated, and that's really going to affect how you're feeling there in terms of cognitive function. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to really start to crave poorer quality calories and just eat more anyway. So taking a bottle with you, putting some electrolytes in there. Yeah, if you go through security at the airport, just get to the other side, go and get some water straight away, put an electrolyte tablet in there, keep drinking that. Or if it's in the car, you're driving a lot, okay, you might need to stop maybe one more time to go to the toilet, but the benefits of actually staying better, more hydrated will outweigh that, and you can just have to stop, grab something, maybe grab some more water, keep drinking, and that's really going to help you with that as well. So yeah, I hope that helps. Just if you're not already doing some of those things, just really focus on that protein intake, trying to achieve that minimum amount of 1.5 grams per kilo of body weight, trying to improve your hydration. On your next trip, just really try to focus on some of those things. And you're going to find that what we tend to see is actually when coming back from travel, where you may tend to come back a little bit heavier or actually put on weight, or when you're traveling, actually finding that you're just really low in energy and not being able to come back, and it taking 1, 2, 3 days to get back into your normal training routine, because you're finding that the travel is actually just disrupting how you're feeling with your training and your riding as well. Some of those things I mentioned there today will 100% help. So if you found it useful, hit the thumbs up button below the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.